Hello there, my dear readers. I'm Amelia, and this is the story of how my golden child, Sister Hannah, paid the price for being an absolute manipulative witch. Hang on, there is more. You will also see my mom, Carrie, who definitely found herself in trouble because she cared more about my horrible sister than morals and ethics. I don't even know where to start. I could literally write a freaking novel about my life. I was the classic black sheep of the family, while my golden child sister could do no wrong. Very unsurprisingly, she turned out to be one of the most entitled and evil people in my life. Hell, she was so horrible that she had no friends and no colleagues either. There was only her boyfriend Aaron, who was unfortunately stuck with her. Aaron was a nice man who got trapped by my sister's fake sweet personality. However, Hannah revealed her true face to him eventually, so he walked away. Unfortunately for Aaron, Hannah soon discovered that she was pregnant and they had to get back together. But what he didn't know was that Hannah had baby-trapped him. How did I know? Well, she told me when she was gloating, of course. She had been texting me in the group chat with my mom and said, "So, my dear sister, it looks like I will be getting married before you after all. You failed to have the first grandchild, and now you won't even be the first to get married. See, I will always win against you. You're getting married, but you aren't even engaged. My wedding is like 2 months away." "Oh, it's just a matter of time before I get engaged. 2 months is plenty of time. It won't be a problem at all." "Hannah, I don't think forcing him to propose is a good idea. That might jeopardize your relationship." "Oh, please, Amelia. I'm not a loser like you, who waits like a puppy for a proposal. Why did you think I got pregnant so fast?" It then hit me with full force. Hannah had done this on purpose. She had actually baby-trapped Aaron to make him stay with her and marry her. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Also, I realized something worse. She had done this all only to upstage me and beat me in the imaginary competition she had in her head. Everything that Hannah was saying and thinking was just plain wrong. Maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut, but I just couldn't turn a blind eye. "You have to be kidding me, Hannah. You baby-trapped Aaron just to get married and have a child before me? What is wrong with you?" "Watch it, Amelia. You will not talk to your pregnant sister like that. Her health is fragile, and you need to be more respectful." "Oh, Mom, relax. She's just jealous of me as usual. You know how Amelia hates it when I win everything. She's just mad I'm getting married before her." I was simply horrified at the way Hannah was casually making fun of the situation. None of this was funny to me. The sheer force of Hannah's betrayal hit me as well. Aaron was a good friend of mine and my fiancé, so it broke my heart to hear that he had been trapped. The poor man was trying desperately to get away from Hannah, but he got caught up in her schemes and will be stuck with her forever. It just made my head spin. I said, "I don't consider you my competition, Hannah. This is not about this at all. I can't believe you would manipulate Aaron like that. You need to come clean to him and tell him everything. Maybe he will forgive you." "Don't tell me what to do with my life, Amelia. Aaron will never know anything. We are having a child and getting married soon, so none of this matters anyway." "This is ridiculous, Hannah. This is just plain wrong. Mom, are you not going to say anything?" "You need to be a little less jealous of your sister, Amelia. Your behavior is becoming unacceptable. What Hannah does with her life is none of your business. You should just be happy for her." At that point, it became clear to me that Mom supported her horrible behavior completely. Sometimes I doubt that Mom had given her the idea in the first place. Mom knew everything, since Hannah didn't do anything without telling her. I was shocked to know how vile my family truly was. For the next few days, I was contemplating what to do about this situation. I really wanted to tell Aaron, and so did my fiancé, but I also had to think about Hannah. She was my sister after all. I won't lie, but I begged her to confess. I pleaded with her when she announced her wedding just 2 weeks before mine. I was hurt, but I was willing to look past it. I was used to having Hannah steal my milestones and spoil my special day, but I hadn't expected her to take things even further. It was a month before my wedding when I saw that my wedding dress was missing. After a round of ugly crying and frantically looking through security footage, I saw my mom and Hannah taking my dress with them. Mom had a spare key and let herself in when I and my fiancé weren't home. They looked exceptionally happy, taking my wedding dress. The wedding dress that I bought with my own money. I was confused, but also very angry. I immediately made a two-way call and said, "Mom, Hannah, did you two freaking steal my wedding dress?" "Do not call us thieves, Amelia. We are your family. Watch the way you speak to us." "Why are you so surprised, Amelia? You knew that I loved the dress and wanted it. You should have seen this coming. I always get what I want." "So instead of buying a dress, you decided to just take mine? Are you insane?" My ears were ringing from anger. All the excitement and anxiety was now flowing out of me, but not in a good way. I barely held myself back while Mom and Hannah tried to downplay everything. Hannah and Mom didn't care about my feelings at all. They said, "Are you stupid or something? No one would give me a good wedding dress on such short notice. You and I are the same size now, so I will fit in the gown perfectly." "No, just no, you are not taking my wedding gown and just using it before me. You need to bring it back to me as soon as possible." "Mom, are you hearing this? Look at what Amelia is telling me. Won't you say something?" Hannah was just trying to recruit our mom, who had been silent for a while now. I had no idea what Mom would say in this situation, but I knew that she wouldn't take my side. After all, she was the one who helped Hannah steal my dress. My head was still spinning with all the anger and betrayal. I was at the end of my wits and ready to cut those toxic people from my life for good. However, like always, I wanted to give them one last chance. I said, "Mom, you need to tell Hannah to return my dress. This is completely unacceptable." "I don't see what the problem is, Amelia. Sisters should share and not create problems about it." "What? Mom, you seriously cannot support this. I have always given Hannah all of my stuff since childhood, but I draw the line here with my wedding dress. I won't let her have it." "Oh, don't be so damn selfish, Amelia. Your sister needs that dress. She loves the dress and deserves it more because she is pregnant. You can just go and get another one for yourself." "Excuse me, Mom? Did you just really ask me to go and get a dress a month before my freaking wedding? Where the hell do you think I will find a dress in such a short time?" "That is your problem, Amelia. I don't know why you are being such a jerk. Just go get one from Goodwill or something. No one cares about your stupid wedding anyway." The way my own mother and sister were talking to me really made my blood boil. As usual, my mom was taking my sister's side. She was truly the golden child after all. What made things worse was the fact that they cared very little about my feelings in the whole matter. They stole my wedding dress that I bought with my hard-earned money. To top it off, my sister had the audacity to suggest that I replace the dress with something from Goodwill while she enjoyed my brand-new wedding dress that I paid for. My mother silently supported her suggestion just because my sister was pregnant. I was seething with rage, and this was the final blow in the coffin. I hung up on them and straight away dialed Aaron's number. I knew that it was time I told him what I knew. Aaron was a good guy, and I didn't want him to shackle himself with a crazy wife that would be Hannah. He needed to know the truth about his relationship. When Aaron picked up the phone, I said, Erin, there's something I need to tell you. This might come as a surprise to you, but I promise I am not joking in the slightest. I have solid proof of what I'm saying. What is it, Amelia? You are making me really nervous. Is Hannah and the baby okay? Yes, they're okay, but what Hannah did to you was definitely not okay. What do you mean? Erin, Hannah intentionally sabotaged you to get pregnant. It wasn't an accident like she has made you believe. Hannah stopped taking her birth control to get pregnant in the hope that you would marry her. Aaron went absolutely silent when I told him that. I was slightly panicked because he wasn't saying anything at all. At that point, I had no idea what was going through his head. I was just praying that he would at least give me a chance to explain. After a while, Aaron just sighed miserably and said, "So, my doubts were true then. Hannah manipulated me into having a child." "You were having doubts about the pregnancy?" "Yes, Amelia. I'm not that stupid. It was suspicious that Hannah got pregnant right around the time I was talking about breaking up with her." "Well, your doubts were not unfounded, Aaron. Hannah did tamper with your birth control. She literally baby-trapped you." Aaron was now quietly sobbing while trying to make sense of the whole situation. It was a horrible place to be in. My heart broke for him. Knowing that your own girlfriend could be so cruel and calculative can be tough for anyone to digest. At least he had thought about that possibility without being hit by the truth out of the blue. It was a big revelation and betrayal. I knew he needed time to digest this information. I said, "What Hannah did was exceptionally wrong, Aaron. I'm sorry you have to go through this right now. You have to be strong for the baby. You have to realize that the baby is innocent in this." "I know, Amelia. Believe me, I have no regrets about the baby. I love the baby already, and nothing will change that. But this changes everything between me and your sister. I don't think I can be with someone like Hannah anymore." Aaron was now raging mad, and I wasn't sure what he was thinking. It was clear from his words that he didn't want anything to do with Hannah. But he also needed to remember that their wedding was just 2 weeks later. He needed to calm down and think of everything. Hannah is a crazy woman, so any decision would have to be made with a calm mind. "What are you planning to do, Aaron? Your wedding is just a few weeks away." "Well, not anymore, because that wedding is just not happening. There is no way I would ever marry your sister in this lifetime." "Hannah won't take this very well. You know how crazy she can be. Are you sure this is what you want?" "Yes. I'm sure this is exactly what I want. I've been trying to get away from that psycho for months. Hell, I was so happy living away from her. But then she had to go out of her way to sabotage my life. I will never forgive her for that. Even though Hannah is my sister, I would tell you to do what you think is right. Hannah made a major breach of trust, and I know how toxic she can be in a relationship. You need to value your mental health and think about your future before giving in to her manipulations." "Yes, Amelia, that is what I'm worried about. If I marry her, God knows how miserable my life would be. Besides, I will not raise my child in a toxic household. Breaking off the wedding is the right decision for both me and the baby." Aaron and I talked for a little while before we both hung up. I won't lie, guys, I was actually glad he was canceling the wedding altogether. He had just saved himself a lot of trouble and abuse. Honestly, this would really be better for the child too. At least the child will get to have a healthy life with the father. Marrying Hannah would have made Aaron's life a living hell. That is definitely not an ideal household in which one should raise a child. So, Aaron separating from Hannah was going to be a good thing for everyone except Hannah. With Hannah's secret finally out of the way, I sat down to think about what my next steps would be. I was already planning to call Hannah and my mom. I knew that they had a long shopping trip planned that day, so they wouldn't be back till late. So I called my fiancé over to discuss the details of what our next steps would be. I got my fiancé's blessings for the next part of my plan and decided to call my mom. When she picked up, she sounded irritated. You need to stop disturbing us so much, Amelia. Honestly, this is getting annoying. I'm sorry for disturbing you by calling you to get my dress back, not to mention that the dress is actually my wedding dress that you stole from me. Why are you being such a witch, Amelia? God, you are so annoying. Stop whining about the dress. It's mine now. No, it is not, and will never be your dress. You two need to bring my dress back right now. Trust me, I won't sit still and let you steal my dress. How dare you ask for the dress, Amelia? I can't believe what a spoiled brat you have become. Your poor sister is pregnant and needs this dress more than you. Look at you being so selfish and ignoring your sister's needs. You need to be a good sister and let this go. I can't take your stupid whining anymore. My wedding is first, so I need to dress before you. You know what? You can take it back after I'm done. No one will notice because your wedding will just pale in comparison to mine. Hannah and my mom were laughing at me. I could tell it from their voice. They were also very annoyed at me because I demanded to have my own wedding dress back. Hannah thought that she would use her pregnancy to get away with everything. She was basking in that confidence. Well, it was just the setting I needed to teach her a nice lesson. And Mom was going to get a lesson of her own as well. She had no idea what was coming when she said, Amelia, we have already talked about this. I have had enough of your tantrums. You need to be more understanding and stop harassing us. Your wedding is not more important than Hannah's. You can postpone your wedding if getting a dress is such an issue. Oh, no, no. I am not postponing my wedding for a manipulative witch who baby-trapped her fiancé to get married before me. You will return my dress or else I will call the cops. How dare you say that about your own sister, Amelia? Are you threatening your own family? This is completely unacceptable, Amelia. You need to stop harassing us. Hannah is pregnant and doesn't need all this stress. Just let her wear the dress at her wedding and then you can have it back. This was the moment when I burst out in laughter. My mom was truly as delusional as my sister. Now, I could clearly see why she favored Hannah and how my sister became so damned entitled. Birds of the same feather flocked together, I guess. Mom was more invested in getting Hannah's wedding set when she cared nothing about mine. All my life I have been put second to Hannah. I felt no pity when I laughed aloud and said, Oh, Mom, you have got it all wrong with Hannah. Why does she need a dress when her wedding had been cancelled a few minutes back? What? What are you talking about? This is nonsense. You were just trying to hurt your sister for no reason. Stop being petty, Amelia. I can't believe you would say something like this. Everyone knows how much Aaron loves me. He would never cancel the wedding. Stop trying to bully me, Amelia. There was a hint of nervousness in Hannah's voice. Even when she was trying to act all confident and sure, Hannah knew that there was a possibility of me being true. She knew well enough why Aaron would cancel the wedding, but she wanted to live in her delusions along with our mom. The good thing for them was that I was going to destroy those delusions. I laughed a bit and said, Oh dear, it's cute that you two still think that the wedding is on. Also, I find it hard to believe that Aaron loves you, Hannah. In fact, I know he had left you by his own choice. Well, that was a long time ago and we made up later. We are getting married soon because we love each other. I don't think that's what happened, Hannah. Let me tell you what happened. You intentionally baby-trapped Aaron to make him marry you, but now that I told Aaron the truth, he has decided to cancel the wedding. Hannah and Mom were stunned into silence when I told them everything. I think Hannah hadn't really expected me to just go ahead and spill the beans. I don't blame her, actually. Throughout the years, I was conditioned to make sacrifices for her. I was expected to protect her at all costs, even if it meant I was losing out on something. I was a freaking doormat who just couldn't stand up to her own family. But slowly but surely, I realized that neither Hannah nor my mom deserved my kindness. They deserved to face the consequences of their own actions. But Hannah and Mom were unable to accept this version of me. Hannah stuttered and sounded panicked when she said, You told Aaron everything? Yes, I did, Hannah. Did you really think I would stand by and watch you destroy someone's life? You think I would sit still while you casually manipulate someone into doing what you want? There is no way in hell I was going to let that happen. How dare you, Amelia? How could you destroy your own sister's life like that? My sister and you had no problem in pushing me to the sidelines and taking full advantage of me. Since my feelings were never valued by you two, why should I care about yours? You need to call Aaron and take it all back. You need to tell him that you made up lies about me. You can't ruin my life like this. Too late, Hannah. I already sent Aaron screenshots of our conversation. He knows I was telling him the truth. Besides, he had doubts of his own anyway. Now, you have till tomorrow morning to return my wedding dress. If you fail to do that, I will call the cops. Trust me, you two wouldn't want that in your life, since you already have a lot coming. Also, consider yourselves uninvited from the wedding. Lose my number and never call me again except to return my wedding dress. I said my final words to them and then hung up the phone. They were just starting to scream at me before I hung up. The rest of the day was rather uneventful because I had them blocked everywhere. I had a quiet night with my fiancé while my mom and sister were busy trying to change Aaron's mind. Aaron texted us the details and also told us that he had convinced them to return the dress. True to his word, Hannah and Mom were on my doorstep bright and early the next morning to return my dress. Now, the drama doesn't stop here, of course. I'm sure you guys would want to know the details. Hannah and Mom did return the dress, but also begged me to help them. Since Aaron was a friend of my fiancé's, they begged me and my fiancé to convince Aaron not to call off the wedding. I stood there silently while my fiancé shut them up and told them not to contact us again. He also reinforced my disinvite and told them to stay away for good. We didn't need them to have access to our niece or nephew anyway. Aaron was happy to be that bridge for us. My wedding happened, and thankfully Hannah and Mom didn't show up. Our extended family was quite pissed at Hannah for being such an evil person. Also, it came to our hearing that Hannah had been asking for handouts from people since she didn't want to work to support the child. She had moved in with her mom after Aaron kicked her out. A few more months passed, and here we are. She is close to giving birth as I write this. Mom and Hannah are always fighting, and I know that because Mom showed up at my house to complain about her and beg for my forgiveness. True to my word, I didn't entertain her or let her in. She can have my sister and be her free babysitter while I will enjoy my life away from their favoritism and drama.